All right. Hey, welcome to your spoon fed edition of SavageRiffs.com. We're starting a brand new adventure on the 1st of January 2020 called Field Team 6, the lowest of the Legion. I'm super looking forward to it. Got a great group of players and characters ready to explore. The general premise of the game is basically like one of these like lower deck Star Trek episodes. You take a group of characters that have just been passed over for a variety of reasons, and no one's given them a chance ever. And now they're starting to get a chance to see what they can do in the world, and maybe become those heroes that they look up to or have heard about or have seen pass through the hollowed halls of the Tomorrow Legion. Become a Jude Maverick or a Cantrell or a Nadriri or something like that. We did a pre-adventure here, and so that was pretty entertaining. Ran them through Murderthon. Didn't go through the entire thing, just the Murderthon itself. So if you have ever played Murderthon, you're like, oh, what about like the whole back half of the story? Yeah. Well, we're gonna save that for a later time. It may or may not come up in our adventure here. But the finale of the Murderthon was just so thrilling. I was just so excited to just see it happen. I rolled randomly to see where each person was going to be in it and which leg they were going to sort of take the lead on. And the group has a Psi-X alien called Keith, a Zapper. And if you know anything about Psi-X's, they can't walk. They use levitation because they're so weak. And so it's a mad sprint, like 25 yards to the finish line. A mega juicer named Widowmaker against Keith, the Psi-X alien, and so they're just all out running. And somehow Keith ekes out the victory, and everyone gets 40,000 credits added to their character sheet that participated in it. And that was just amazing. Just the visual image of this weak Psi-X alien just barely getting his nose across the finish line was just outstanding. And so it led me to my first little OCC here for Keith, a little special treat for him. Like, what would this mega juicer that like just got beat by the pretty much like the weakest race that is in the Savage Rifts books? What would he do to him? So I have this little OCC thing where like Keith gets sent the classic box with a horse's head from Widowmaker. All right. And then we go right in to Briefing Room 2C with everybody's favorite captain, Pender Luntius. Woo! Woo! So he is back. I need to change my avatar since I'm not running those other games. And of course, he does not have his companion, Miss D, with him any longer. Turns out she was an assassin, and the 77th CIT put a stop to her. But he is back to his own goofy, bumbling ways. Does a little double take when he sees Jason's character, Aggie. It's like, did I see you in the bathroom? There's something about your eyes, because and so, one of the things with Aggie here is she's been busted down in ranks so many times that part of her permanent Legionnaire duties is to clean the bathrooms. So it's just a little side there. But he goes over in his awkward way the general mission parameters. It's pretty much just a standard patrol through the south east, then up to the northeast part of Arkansas. And hopefully, if you live out there, I did a good job in this write-up representing some of the geographical features of that area. Um, I don't know if I didn't. Wikipedia is wrong. That's all I can say about that. Um, and of course, I love this part. I rolled like random difficulty for different parts of this like write up. So one of them was just a disaster, and so you'll find out why I'm laughing. But because I had to go back and rewrite some of it because I got that disaster roll. So it's like Pender's like, looks like the forecast is sunshine and pretty temperate. I would not even bother to pack a raincoat. See you in a week. Then he like looks down at his folder. He's like, oh, looks like I'm coming with you. I need to meet an engineer in Crowley about some Care Bears. And so there's this whole RP situation about Care Bears. So, but of course it's a disaster. So yeah, it's just thunderstorms, skittering rain, and flash floods. There is no sunshine in sight. And of course, Captain Lupkus, he's out there like huddled against a rock, wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and like khakis and just sneakers and socks. His armor's just like packed in his backpack, and he's just like, "Where did all this rain come from? Where's all this wind coming from?" So he's just a complete a complete numbskull. He's like sort of cursing out Keith in 42, like they had anything to do with it. Um, and then he sort of goes and like tries to borrow Lulu's jacket. He's like, we have the same size. Give me your jacket. um, and yeah, so it was just sort of fun. I wasn't initially gonna throw him in there, but because I got this disaster roll, I felt like it'd be a lot of fun to like give some role play to this kind of like scenario where like the world was in a way fighting against you guys coming, like rain, wind, floods, etc. as you guys are going through the southeast of Arkansas, which is sort of like a flat, fertile, little swampy area. And of course, he has his report that has like what the weather was going to be. So he's like trying to look through it, and be like, "Did I get it wrong?" And it flies out of his hand and hits Aggie in the face, and she sees it. It's all soaked, but she can read just enough that it was last week's weather report, and it was the person who prepared it was the ever jokester Grackletooth named Gabe or Gabriel, so signed Gabe. I just thought like maybe he put a little prank on Pender there. And then then I just we go through like the eastern part of the patrol. Then as we turn up to the north part, the northeast part, again, Captain Pender Lumpkiss comes back on and talking about some of the rain and and trying to get to Crowley, and mentions of there might be some flash floods, and even when a tree branch falls, you got to give Captain Lumpkiss a little props. He pushes Ophelia aside and takes the brunt of a branch, and then we just describe the northward. So Crowley, yeah, I think it's like maybe Crowley's Ridge or Crowley's Point. I'd have to look it up, but apparently in Arkansas there's some sort of raised, I guess it was during the Ice Age, land there, outcroppings that are less swampy. They're about 200 feet in elevation above the rest of the land there. So part of it is trying to find the right outcropping, etc. Especially in the rain, it's a little difficult. There's that's sort of like the describing the trip, a little RP in there. And then I have this little OCC for Benny, like if people want to describe any radio chatter that they might hear from a nearby village, or maybe Crowley itself, or maybe they get a CS patrol, or whatever. I'm pretty game for anything. And then we come to the rolling dice and part. So it's I don't know. I felt like I was making it a little complicated, but I have three scenes or tasks: an academic scene, a survival scene, and a notice scene. I need at least one lead role, but if two people want to make their own lead roles, that's fine. Like I don't have a problem with that. You guys, but no more than two lead roles per scene or task, individual task. And I have some rules there. Hopefully, you guys find it easy to read. But the general gist of it is you gotta roll academics to find the right Ice Age outcropping that'll lead you to Crowley. Apparently, since the coming of the rifts, there are different outcroppings there. It's a little less flat than it used to be, but some are newer than the Ice Age one. So you got to find the right one, and as a bonus, if you get a raise finding the right one, you find an interesting dagger. And then we get to survival, and I don't know if multiple people are going to want to help support one person on this. But yeah, survival. Basically, the world is fighting against you, and so it's a -6 survival skill roll. And your target number is 8, so that's pretty challenging. Good thing is, anytime you make a lead roll, you can describe maybe a signature skill, piece of gear, an edge, or a power, and you can tell the story of how that particular thing helps you, and it'll give you a +2 bonus, sort of like a signature move kind of deal. So that'll help cut the penalty down a little bit. And then we have a notice roll, a bit of a snafu brewing. So it seems like something is following you guys as you guys are adventuring. This is a chance to sort of get some hints or some knowledge on possibly what might be following you guys. Okay, well that pretty much is absolutely everything that I put in here for you guys. Obviously hit me up on Hangouts or on the boards if you have any questions or whatnot. I'm usually pretty available, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for watching this, and you guys, good luck on your rolls. Spoonfed Edition out. Stay savage.